Hi, it's Kelsey.
And this is Tristan.
And this is Contracted and Committed, where travel work is not always an adventure. Sometimes it's a sick day in a rental you barely know.
Yep, no epic views, no magic new city, just tissues, takeout, and trying to find the light switch in someone else's bathroom.
In today's episode, we're talking about the other side of travel life, the downtime, the off days, and the hard days that don't make it onto Instagram.
Because whether it's illness, burnout, or just a heavy week, these moments are real. And they test more than just your resilience. They test your routines, your relationship, and your patience.
So, if you're in that space right now, we see you. You're not alone, and this one's for you.
So, we have many experiences being sick on the road so far.
Yes.
Yep. Starting with our very first one that we ever did.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, let's do this cool contracted thing and move around and go to different states and have a great time. And first day, we go to, the night before, we go move to our new place. We go to a Chinese place that we had eaten many times prior. We're like, boom, we'll start with a full stomach and it'll be great. And then next morning comes around, we're driving, we're not feeling too hot. We're not feeling too hot. And you're like, okay, it's all right. It's only like a 4.5 hour drive. We get to the apartment and one of us is not feeling as good as the other, but still not feeling great, right?
Yeah, we kind of was tired. I just breathing heavy, and then eventually I vomited, and you're looking at me like, I know I'm gonna vomit soon.
Yeah.
And we had one bathroom, and you're in a new place, and you're like, okay, like, we don't have any food, we don't have any medicine, we don't know the area, we're trying to unpack, or at least bring stuff into the place, so then we can at least relax for the rest of the night, and that's what we did. But, huh?
We bring stuff into the place. We're on a 3rd floor apartment. And there was no elevator. It was just Kelsey throwing up in the bathroom while Tristan tries to lug upstairs.
I did a couple rounds before I started throwing up, but yeah, you did the most heavy lifting because you felt the best.
Yeah,
but then
at the time.
I took care of more of the stuff because you started feeling bad.
Yeah, and then
especially
it just,
the next day. Yeah.
After 2 hours, it just kind of rotated. I got the stuff inside, and then you started taking care of the stuff once I needed the restroom. And we just kind of traded back and forth from there.
I was worried that we're going to need the restroom at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Like, okay, is there a bucket around here?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I think that was one of my things I thought of first. So I was like, okay, here's this trash can just in case if we both need to throw up at the same time.
Right.
But the bad part would be if we were both shooting out both ends. Both of us were doing that at the same time because it was only one bathroom apartment. That would have been bad, but thankfully we weren't doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, being sick is not fun in general, and then you add the traveling. You don't have family around most times anyways. You don't know the pharmacy, the hospital, what's the best urgent cares, what aren't the best urgent cares.
You probably don't have meds already stocked.
Yeah.
Because you're in a very new place and you haven't gone to Meijer or Walmart or something yet.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping facilities are in the area, and then you're in like a new place, a new bed.
And we spent a lot of time in that new bed in our new place.
Yeah.
It was very much get everything inside, settle what we need to, and then crawl into bed and die for the rest of the night.
And we didn't, I think that fridge had a water thing in it, though that was nice. At least we didn't have to like figure out water situations, because we have like a Brita filter that we bring usually to every place, and we would have had to start doing that, you know. Just all the little things you don't think about when you already have a house set up that you have to kind of quickly set up, especially in that time because we were just getting into the place too.
Did you ever have a moment where you're sitting on the toilet or you're puking into the toilet and you're like, dang, maybe this travel thing isn't for us?
No, I don't think we've had Chinese since then, though.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think.
Because I think we're scared to get it. I mean, I love Chinese food, and maybe that's something we can get sometime, but it is scary. Like, I don't like the feeling of throwing up, but I'd rather throw up and just get it over with. You know?
Which doesn't happen to you often.
No.
I think in the 10 years we've been together, you've thrown up twice.
Yeah, that one time at Elma, and then that time. Is that the only time you've seen me throw up?
Yep.
I know the first time you see me throw up was pretty far in our relationship.
Yeah.
It was during
COVID
2020. I didn't have COVID. I don't know why I threw up, but
just
I did.
Sometimes food sickness or flu or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had food poisoning. Tristan gets a lot of migraines, so migraines in a new place kind of suck.
Yeah.
But he recently, was it last Christmas? The Christmas before? I don't know. He got gifted a migraine. I don't know if it's actually labeled a migraine massager, but it's just like a machine that goes over your eyes and around your head and like does pressure relief.
It's really good.
Around the eyes, and it does heat and has music too. Is there a cool pack?
There's a cool pack that you can put in the freezer and then stick on there.
Does it just come right off of it, or is it in the bag?
I think it might still be in the bag, but it's like attachable and stuff.
Yeah, so that's really nice. And then he just has to take some medicine, but he's been getting those more often than not. But
so how do we go about looking for urgent cares, or what? When we go to a new place, what's the process? We get sick. What's the next step?
I feel like I already know where the closest urgent care is. That's kind of one thing that I don't think about doing, but I just kind of know. Especially like driving around. We're like, oh, there's the hospital. Oh, there's an urgent care. Just to know in your head, in the back of your mind, if we need to go to the ER, like, okay, where is it? Like, you don't want to be in that position where, let's say someone has like a gash and they need stitches, and you're like, oh, where is even urgent care?
It's like call an ambulance even though you might not need one because you can't find one. So it's better to know and not need it than not know and need it.
Yeah, exactly. I think, doing that and then looking at ratings too. But sometimes it's just like, what's going to take car insurance and what's the closest. A lot of times I kind of ask Tristan, okay, like, if we need to make an appointment for anything, like, what's in network?
A lot of times with your insurance companies, just a little tip, they'll have a lookup tool for stuff that's in network. So then you can go to their lookup tool, type in your zip code typically, and they'll pull up all the urgent cares and hospitals in your area that are in network for you.
So that's nice to know. I think that, I don't know, would you agree with that?
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
we do.
For sure.
We haven't had to use too many. We just had that. You had a heat stroke, but we didn't go in.
Nope.
And then I had to go to urgent care just for like UTI symptoms, which kind of just suck that you have to go when you know you have a UTI. It's like, I know I have a UTI, like but you have to still go and do the urinalysis. It's just so frustrating, but.
So what happens when only one of us gets sick? How do we pick up the slack?
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty good about that. We're pretty both empathical people. Where it's like, if I don't feel good, you're like, okay, what can I do? How can I help? And I just, like, it'd be nice if you could just do this. And vice versa too.
To me, I think you do a good job of powering through more than I do.
100%.
I don't know if I just get sicker than you because I have such a weak immune system.
You're just a man.
I don't know. I was sick longer than you this past one.
That's because you have a bad immune system.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like we had the same symptoms, and I feel like I have powered through. I just remember when we were in Fort Wayne at my last clinical, and I was dying. We had something from Heart Vegetables. Remember?
Yep, they weren't clean properly or something like that.
Yeah, they weren't clean enough. And I got it first, then Tristan got it after me. And I feel like that's always how it goes. So Tristan kind of already knows what's coming.
Yep. Every time she gets sick, I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, here it comes.
Yeah,
no matter
if we try to, like, stay away or sleep in separate beds. I did get pink eye once, and a long time ago from work, because I work with kids, and we did sleep in separate beds, and he didn't get the pink eye. Yeah. But
I avoided you like the plague. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, really you stay over there and don't touch me.
It was really sad. But the one time, it was like really not fun. Like, we were shitting all the time. But I went to work, and I went to my clinical, and I'm not even getting paid. And I powered through for like a week. And then you got it. and Tristan works from home, and he took work off.
Of course, I had the time to do it. Why not?
No, you're like, you were miserable, and I just looked at you, and this is a time that you were like, oh, you're fine. Like you just like I was like, I don't feel good, and you're like, oh well, you look good, whatever.
Yeah,
and like
you
I didn't get any like help or like care in the world that I was sick.
That's
no.
You're misremembering something. I always care.
No, and then when you got sick, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I had. It's not fun. He goes, yeah, you said, I'm so sorry. You're right. This isn't fun. I can't believe I didn't think you were serious.
Yeah. Well, it's, maybe a little girl who cried wolf situation every once in a while, too.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, you definitely don't do that. You're right.
Sometimes
You're always level-headed about every different body feeling you might have.
I sometimes am a hypochondriac. I just am very in tune with my body, so when something feels off, I'm like, okay, what is it?
Very in tune.
So yeah, I do think you don't take them as... I do power through more than you do, 100%. Like, that's not even hands down.
But even then, I think we do a good job of supporting each other in like, hey, someone's kind of down for the count, let's make sure the other person, typically I'll do all the dishes. Well, I or you, depending on who is sick.
Yeah.
The other person will do all the dishes, the laundry, everything like that, and try to get the person all the meds and care that they need and rest so that they can truly keep going,
Yeah, I was really appreciative of you this last time because I was like, I don't feel good. And at first we're like, it's just allergies because we came back to Michigan and we just figured it was allergies. So I'm like, I don't know. It feels more like sickness. And then I was like, yeah, I'm sick, 100%. And then I just was appreciative because you're like, okay, I'm going to go to the store and get all the meds. And you came back with, like, all the meds. You came back with the chocolate. I was like, dang, I feel like a fucking queen.
Well, that's what
it was really nice. I know. And, like, I do those things for you, too. So it's nice to get it reciprocated sometimes, too. And with there's sometimes we might not be sick, but we might feel just, like, homesickness, emotionally fatigued rest days, and anxiety too. And, low energy kind of looks similar, I would say, without like needing medications and vomiting and all that fun stuff that goes with being sick. But we still kind of notice that in each other, communicate it, and pick up each other's slack. And I think we do that really well. As much as we can. Like, if we're both sick, it's kind of like, okay, we just got to put some stuff...
We're both just miserable. Let's figure it out, I guess.
We would just have to put stuff on the back burner, really.
Yeah.
Like, what really needs to get done today? Like, nothing is that important. Or if there is something important, let's just get that done and focus on our health. And when we were sick, we stopped going to the gym for a couple of days, too. And that was really hard for me because I'm like, no, we have to do it. You're like, no, we need to rest.
I'd feel bad if other people at the gym started getting sick and everything. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to be that person passing her around and everything. Also, it's like, because as a traveler, you don't really get sick days that you build up. You have to get good as quick as possible. So if it's like you're becoming sick, it's like, hopefully it's a weekend coming up and then you can be sick for the weekend and try to rest up as much as you can, because by Monday you're going in or else you're not getting paid.
That is really hard, I think, for me, because it's like if I am sick, it's like a really big conflict in my head, like, well, I could just go to work and I'm fine, I can make it through. But it's like then you're giving these patients sickness. But then if I don't go, I'm not getting paid for those days. So it is kind of hard. And I also have like that pressure to be productive. So even if I was at home, I wouldn't be able to sit there and relax. Like, I would still be like, okay, what can I do? Like, I gotta work on something. Especially if it is a work day. Like, it's really hard unless I'm like literally, I don't want to say dying, but literally in the bed sleeping. Bedridden. That's a good word to use. But what are your some like coping rituals that you have? Like, do you have comfort food, shows? What do you like to do when you're sick?
Truly, I like napping and that massage thing on my head. I think rest is like the most important thing for sickness a lot of times.
And
where
water.
It's like, okay, let's just make sure we stay hydrated as much as we can, get whatever we can down in terms of food. That way your body can do its natural thing and recover and take your medicines on time.
Yeah.
Make sure you know, like, okay, how many times can I take this medicine a day? How many pills in a day can you take? So if it's like, oh, don't take more than 6 in a day, but you can take one every 4 hours, it's like, okay, well, then you just kind of got to split it up a little more.
Make sure you have tissues.
Yep, lots of tissues.
Goes through so many tissues when he's sick.
I'm a tissue fiend.
We had like 4 boxes. We have 0 now.
Yeah, like 2 now.
Oh, yeah, but we have 0 on like standby.
Oh, yeah, in our stock? Yeah.
0 in the stock.
Yep. Yeah, but those are probably my main things. In terms of comfort food, chicken noodle soup, definitely when I'm sick. Just like a Campbell's can of chicken noodle soup. Yeah. It's not like heavy on the stomach by any means. It has a little bit of protein in it. It has some good salts in it, so you retain that water and get you drinking more water and gives you some good carbs.
Has the broth for your throat. Yeah, I like chicken noodle soup too. I also love a good grilled cheese sandwich. I feel like that was just kind of like, oh, you're sick, you get chicken noodle soup and a grilled cheese. Like when growing up. We were never like tomato soup people.
I was never a tomato soup guy. My brother likes tomato soup, but I could never do it.
No, I don't think... I haven't tried it in a long time. I haven't tried it since I was like a kid probably. But that also is a big thing, like grilled cheese and tomato soup. But I think chicken noodle soup's kind of... Good a little bit more heartier for you than a tomato soup.
Yeah.
Probably more calories, but you kind of need calories because you're burning a lot when you're sick.
Though I swear when I was younger, there always used to be more chicken in the chicken noodle soup. And I think Big Campbell is coming and taking away my chicken. Yeah. Before where there was like 9 or 10 pieces, now there's like 4 or 5 pieces of chicken. I'm like, what's going on here?
Maybe you gotta get the chunky.
Maybe.
Instead of all the brothy ones. Yeah, I would say that's my comfort food, and I like just to like be on my phone. I like to be in like a burrito, a blanket burrito, have my good snacks and drinks, and either like watch something or be on my phone or.
I also like fresh sheets, like fresh blankets and sheets. There's something about it that just makes it feel healthier. Like,
but
especially
you're
once you're
sick
done,
anyway.
Especially like at the end of your sickness, where you're like you're washing them up, and then you're just like, okay, I feel like I'm getting a better breath of fresh air and stuff like that.
I see. So. I do agree with that. Like while you're sick, you feel really grody, and everything feels grody because you are sick, and just like doing like a good clean through the house / like the laundry is good to do too.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. And I remember when you were sick on the cruise, like, I was trying to... This isn't travel, well, it's travel, but not travel work.
Yeah.
Like, everything you touched, I was, like, cleaning. I
tried to not touch things as much as possible. I was, like, because you were wiping down everything, I'm like, I barely touched the handles, the things to wash my hands every time.
I just didn't want to get sick.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. I was sleeping with the mask on. Yeah. Because I was like,
I don't know how you did that. I don't think I'd be able to do that, sleep with a mask on.
I am shocked I didn't get sick.
Me too.
But I was very diligent. Every time I went to the bathroom, I'd go in there and clean everything. So I was like, I'm not getting this. I'm like, Tristan's going through the real shitter here. And I was like, I am not. I
don't think I've ever been as dehydrated as that time.
You felt like you were dying,
yeah,
didn't you?
Everything came out that went in. No, one way or another.
You couldn't keep anything down. Yeah.
Even water. Water wouldn't stay down either. Awful experience.
Yeah, and I'm glad I didn't have to go through that. And I'm glad that they have the medical unit on board. I know it wasn't like the best, but... Just because you felt so nauseous, but you couldn't. It wouldn't let you throw up, but you felt nauseous the whole time.
I don't know if that was better or worse, where I couldn't throw up, but I continuously felt nauseous.
You were keeping things down, and they did the best job that they could. They like gave you food. They brought you food and stuff. Yeah. So you had some like icky Jello.
Nastiest Jello. I swear they spiked my Jello. They were like trying to kill me, so I didn't pass my disease on to someone else.
Cleaning supplies in the Jello.
Yeah, actually. It's like, here's your Clorox Jello.
What else they gave you? I just remember the Jello.
Shot in the butt.
No, like food-wise.
Like some just plain bread, I think was one of the big ones. Some, was it like oatmeal or something?
Was there apple, too?
An apple.
Yeah, they were trying to give you dense foods to fill you up. So, Anyways,
back to the travel.
But it is kind of a struggle when you're sick with like short terms, because you don't have the nice sheets, or you don't have the nice pillow, the pillow that you like. There's cockroaches flying around. There's other people's dog hair. You don't know how to use the TV and all the light switches. I still walk into this office and try to grab the
flip a switch that isn't there.
It's on the ceiling. You have to pull it. And like AC going out, like that sucks. If the AC went out while we were sick, like we wouldn't want to do that.
Nope. We've had the AC go out in 2 houses now, and that's been. The North Carolina one was a miserable experience because it was like 90 plus.
It was a heat wave time, so a lot of them were going out. The radiators, right? Was that what it was, or was it the?
It was the capacitors.
The capacitor went out, and a lot of people's capacitors went out. So then, when you called to have someone come in, it's like, okay, we can see them tomorrow, and it's like it was like 90 some in our house.
It was cooler outside sometimes.
Yeah, we just started opening windows at night because it was cooler outside just to get it cool enough. But our renter was really good about it. And then the one in Dearborn, Michigan, where we were at, that one went out like within 24 hours. Not even 24 hours of us being there. And the guy offered us to sleep in a hotel and like pay for it. And we're like, no, it's not that bad. It's fine. And they fixed it pretty quickly.
Yeah, they got on that one really quick. And we already, in our sleeping room, we already had a portable AC unit. So that one wasn't
it was like
bad.
the main house AC unit. But and also you're, in new houses, you're missing your comfort things that you would normally have. I do have you have a blanket and I have a weighted blanket. So that's helpful when you're...
So what's some recommendations you would say if you get sick on the travel? What's some recommendation? Like, you got any little things? You say you don't have a lot of comforts, but what is your comforts?
My comforts is the weighted blanket, I would say. A lot of places have candles or something similar, or if you bring your own candles or wax melters just to get it smelling good, especially because you always have that weird, like, sick smell in a house when you're sick. Even, like, you walking around, I feel like you can smell it sometimes. Slippers. I have slippers. If it's winter, fuzzy socks. Like, just, that type of stuff. Comfy pajamas and...
Yeah.
How about you? What do you have that you would share?
Little comforts?
Yeah, when you're sick or not feeling the best.
Other than that sleep mask, really, I don't have too much else. A dog
That's
willing
true.
to cuddle you.
Izzy's pretty cuddly when you're sick,
I think she kind of knows. She's like, okay, we're all just going to be laying right here, huh?
Yeah. I think she, like, licked Tristan's head a lot when he has migraines, too. Like,
yeah, there's definitely one time where I was just laying on the couch, and she just came up at my head, and she just sat there and licked my head for, like, 10 minutes straight. And, like, I appreciate it, and it does kind of feel good. But it is kind of gross.
Yeah, well, that's pretty gross to me.
So a shower was required after, but it was nice of her. She's good. Yeah, so do you think after sicknesses, our relationships any deeper? Do you think we've gotten better at treating each other as when we're sick? Do you think as the sick person you have gotten better at being sick, where it's like communicating to the other person your needs and wants and stuff like that?
I think you have definitely been better, especially just relating it from our Fort Wayne sickness to like our recent sickness. Like, Kelsey's going to go to work and pull through unless she's, like, really bad. But I can be here and get her all the stuff. And maybe you're also thinking, like, I'm going to need this too, so...
Well, I think I've learned just a bit from you, from my times being sick and how you've treated me. And I was like, okay, so this is probably the way she would also want to be treated in such a situation.
Well, I hope you like the way I was treating you, too.
That's why I think I'm treating you better, even.
Yeah, I think that. And I think it's nice... It's like a fresh of breath air that you can get through a sickness together. And, yeah, just to get through it. It's kind of like, okay, we can get through that. We can get through other harder things, too, in a relationship. So.
Definitely a relationship testing part. But,
for
if you can get through it, you can be like, okay, we know we can do this. going forward, because you can't go around life and assume you won't get sick ever. So it's going to happen at some point. Especially once you have a kid, like kids bring home sicknesses too.
I was just going to say, especially because I work in the pediatric. And right now it's like the start. Everyone's going back to school. So everyone's getting sick. Everyone's getting hand, foot, and mouth. Everyone's like, oh, they're like, have a little sniffle. And I'm just like, yeah, everyone.
That's the start.
Yeah, I'm like, everyone just went back to school. Everyone's getting sick now. But yeah, I do think it is hard to be sick, but if you're with the right person, communicate, then you can get through it. And traveling, yeah, it sucks to be somewhere else, but you just got to make the best of it. Yeah, try to make the best of it. And if you can, know where the ER and the urgent care is at least, just in case. Like, God forbid that you have to, like, go to the ER for anything or call an ambulance but urgent care is good to have for any little thing that happens. Or
scope it out either when you get there and you're out shopping or before you even get there. Just make sure you have, like, one in your town and what does it look like and how to get there.
Yeah. So, for the check-in question, today's check-in question is, if you could pick one sick day survival snack to keep stocked in every rental, what would it be? And why is that your absolute must?
So as we mentioned earlier, chicken noodle soup, but I won't reuse that one. My next one is fruit. I think fruit when I'm sick always tastes better because I'm just like, this is refreshing. Because it's got, some hydrating effects in there. It still gets in your stomach, and sometimes you need that little bit of fiber depending on what you're going through, and it'll help your immune system kind of build back a little better. So
like healthy fruits?
Yep, healthy fruits. Even if they're chocolate covered.
Never had chocolate covered any fruit.
No, but I got you chocolate covered fruits this past time.
Yeah, that is true. He did. He got me those little acai berries that are chocolate covered. He came back and goes, I was like, babe, those are expensive. He goes, they were on sale. Yep. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I would definitely say chicken noodle soup. The grilled cheese is really good. Fruits, like Tristan said, are good. Ooh, let me think of one new one. Water.
Water.
Just kidding. A snack. I don't know. I used to, when I was a kid, like Paul Bunyan cookies afterwards. Or, like, I used to do a lot of saltine crackers with, like, peanut butter or jam on them. Or just straight up
saltine crackers
straight up.
Your chicken noodle soup. You have that?
Yeah, of course. Banger. I like the little shell, not the shell ones, but you know what I'm talking about? They're like pentagon little crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Like the little oyster crackers. That's what they're called. But yeah, saltine crackers. I grew up on that for sure when you're sick. Saltine crackers and sometimes putting a little jelly or peanut butter to get a little bit more sugars and protein and calories in addition to your chicken noodle soup and stuff.
I think this most recent sickness, thinking of calories, I think kind of helped me lose a couple pounds there. I was like, oh, thank you, calorie deficit.
I wish. I don't know if it did for me. I don't weigh myself, but hopefully, because we weren't working out. Maybe it was just all your muscle.
Yeah, maybe the muscle mass is leaving.
Oh, no. So the PT tip for today is prioritize creating a comfortable, supportive environment wherever you're staying, even in the temporary rentals you have, to aid recovery and reduce stress. So like small adjustments like familiar pillows, proper lighting, or easy access to medications can make a big difference in how your body heals and how your mind resets. So just having, cold medicine, Sudafed, just like a couple little things. We have a little bag that zips up that has just a couple things in it. And then we just kind of keep adding to it when, we don't use the whole medication until they expire. It's good just to have, so you don't have to always go
to an urgent care.
Or to the store, because when you're sick, you don't feel like it. Always have like Tylenol or some pain reliever. That's your PT tip for for the day.
Here's what we want you to remember. You don't have to be thriving every day to be living a full, meaningful life. Some days are just about showing up, resting, and holding space for each other.
We'd love to hear from you. How do you take care of yourself or your partner on those hard, low-energy days? Share your stories with us.
If this episode brought you a little comfort or connection, please subscribe, rate, and review, and share Contracted and Committed with a fellow traveler, navigating the ups and downs.
Next time, we're diving into episode 14, From Strangers to Besties, Making Friends on the Road. We'll talk about building friendships while constantly moving and how to create a sense of home no matter where you are.
We drop episodes every Saturday, bringing you real talk, tips, and stories from the road.
Until next time,
keep loving,
keep laughing,
and most importantly,
keep taking the next step.